This stream contains fast-flashing images that may affect viewers who are susceptible to photosensitive epilepsy or other photosensitivities. Viewer discretion is advised.
Today, 4 teams are looking to secure a playoff slot, and anything can happen. Hello and welcome to Week 4 of VCT Americas, coming to you live from the Riot Games Arena in Los Angeles, California. And I'm Geek Heavy, joined here at the desk with Paula and Wyatt. How we doing?
Hey.
Terrible.
Yeah, because
You missed tennis this morning?
no, it's because I found out the Sentinels only have a 0.39 chance of qualifying.
Aw.
That's
That-
so sad. Why
That
are
is
you
kind of sad. What?
So
You're breaking it to Sin City just like that? Wasting no
over.
time.
It's over.
Don't say that. Don't say that, please. They need some hope.
There's still possibilities.
There's still
Absolutely.
ways.
Yeah. Now, you know what? Well, let's dive into today. Let's take a look at our current standings because playoffs are approaching and time is running out. Now, we got here on the standings here. We got Crew up there on top in the Alpha Group, NRG second place. Let's shift over. Sin City is right there. Sin is right there at the bottom in the Alpha Group.
Yeah, and if you're a part of the Sin City, you're hoping that NRG and C9 today just get absolutely waxed and disrespected by their opponents and essentially win no rounds on 2 maps. That's a part of the 0.39% chance that Sen have.
Well, why? When did you become such a numbers man?
Because Sen City's involved.
I mean, no, listen, I'm trying
looking at it.
to distribute information to the people. When we were breaking down the spreadsheets, that one stood out.
Stood
You know
out
what
the
I mean?
most, yeah.
And alternatively, Crew, they have like a 98.9% chance of making it, so they're looking pretty good in that group.
I didn't realize you studied this.
Yeah.
I was looking at the thing. I'm like,
serious.
all the possibilities. I'm not looking at
Well,
this
let's talk.
anymore.
Yeah, well, let's talk about the possibilities for
After
today.
it clears up way fast.
does.
Absolutely, yeah. Coming up today, we've got 2 more crucial matches, and everyone is technically still in the running, technically.
Yeah.
First up, we have Cloud9 versus Furia, and then we'll see NRG take on the evil geniuses.
Yeah.
Yes, they're so evil. Was that too much?
You sound like that little bug in SpongeBob.
That's what I was going for. I can't remember that bug's name, though. Anyways, let's get into our first match of the day and talk about Cloud9. They had an incredible start here in Stage 1, but just took their first loss against 100 Thieves. It was a pretty entertaining match, honestly.
Absolutely. I mean, entertainment was factored through the roof, especially on that first map. I mean, so much actually happened in this one, and it was just a really, really good showing from 100 Thieves. Like, yes, obviously there's some things that you could take away from Cloud9 and be like, oh, that was rough, but it was still their first loss of the split so far. And other than that, I mean, they've been looking really good. So I just have to give mad credit to 100 Thieves back in that game, and I'm expecting Cloud9 to be able to bounce back.
And the 100 Thieves were goddamn incredible in that game, and that was one of the best, maybe the best performance we've seen from Cryo in
Probably
so
over
far
a
this
year.
season
Yeah.
and last year. I mean, he's really stepped it up, and he was hitting every op shot in that game on Ascent defense. When you get rolling on that map on D, like, it's just wraps. It's curtains for C9. But I believe in the bounce back. I believe in that you get rolled and then you prepare for the next week. You come in with the anger and then try to get that win. And they know too. They're on the cusp of qualifying here. They just
Absolutely.
need to
Approximately 56%.
Yes.
That's me doing, I'm doing the brain. Actually, it's on the screen right there. You all can see it at home just like we can. Yeah. Anyways.
To be clear, that's estimated probabilities based off of the amount of scenarios that they can beat.
Absolutely.
Because their games are Furia and MIBR. So for me, that's way higher than 56%.
They should be winning. They should be winning, but Furia, they might have nothing to lose. I mean, they might just
not one
go
of these
crazy.
moments again. Shing, shing.
I mean, it could be the Brazilian nothing to lose knife for the win at the end of the season again.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? Let's see what Oxy has to say. Riv is standing by with him right now.
Oxy, can I get you for a question real quick? I've got Oxy here, as you can hear, big fan. Everyone is a huge fan of him. No, you guys have made it through your tough strength of schedule already. How do you feel about the second half?
Well, I feel like these games are going to be the hardest because they're just going to keep swinging. So we just got to shoot them back. We got to put them down.
All right, that's it. Just got to shoot him back.
Thank you so much, Riv. Well, you know what? For a closer look at Cloud9's issues, let's send it over to a very special duo. They're your friends and mine, but together, they're the Breakdown Buddies.
Yes.
Breakdown.
And would you believe it? It's the two people that weren't on the desk when we were on the single shot of Akeem. Very leading is what's going on here. And yes, it's time for the Breakdown Buddies. Some may call us the Breakdown Lovers even. And here we are, getting into this clip that you've provided here, Arden. I'm gonna go ahead and, 4, 8, what do you, first kill to first deaths.
Bro, you are so slow, man. I'm
What
so
do you mean
sick
we're
of
so
this,
slow?
bro. Like, you take this.
Can you speed up the pen
You take
writing?
this. I'm always not talking. I'm so
No,
done with
you're
this,
not,
bro.
and for a good
I'm
reason.
so
What are you
done
doing?
with this.
You're not
I'm
gonna disrespect me
just
like that.
please shut your mouth. You get on that side. Go ahead. Go ahead. And now I'll talk.
You just alphaed me.
Can you please? It's taped, bro. What are you talking about? Go ahead, draw. I'll talk. Cloud9, I have a point with these clips. Cloud9, they went for a lot of contacting, Wyatt. Look at this pistol round. How many situations that they just dry walked into? Okay? Are you gonna draw? Are you gonna zoom in or anything? Like, there you go. Yes, Bert, and look at this. Walk it into hookah. This is exactly what I wanted to show. How many times they did this against 100 Thieves and how many times it punished them. Look, just dry walking. There's, ooh, I can draw too. Oh, snap. Vanity dies here by himself, and then Cryo gets this kill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, go ahead. Continue. This is where you zoom forward. What do you? Next round. Yeah, there you go. Okay, next round. Look at them. But slow down a second. Pause. Oh, look at this. Another dry peak. What is that, Wyatt? A circle.
Right.
Dry peak.
It's like I'm a replay operator where they do the little zooming thing.
I need more tape for this, man. All right, continue. Next round. Next round. There we go. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, another situation. Hookah again. Can you work your magic with the... is that all you know how to do? Like, can you do something else too? Yes. Full screen zoom. That looks good. Yeah. Come on, man. Okay. Yes. Yes. Dry walking again in hookah. And then look at the utility that comes through here. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing coming through. And Ben kills two of them. Good job. That was perfect. You exemplified that perfectly. Okay. Now, this is another example of what actually happens. We missed that. Can you go back? Yeah, drag it. Yeah. We missed this. This is actually a really nice microplay from 100 Thieves. They throw the orb. Dude, like, what are you doing, man? Like, I'm trying to talk about the orb. Like, yeah, look, they move the orb to the side, and once again, Cloud9 dry peeking into this. Thankfully.
How the hell did he miss that?
I don't.
What?
Boostia, bro.
Dude, this game is bugged. What
Anyways,
the hell?
Go ahead, bro.
Oh,
There's
sorry.
more to talk about.
Okay, where?
As soon as they get that kill, they start throwing util. They're like, oh my goodness, we got a contact.
Where,
There's
like
an op.
here?
Yeah, they threw a boom bot. You missed it. I mean, you went past it.
Oh.
It's too
Okay,
late.
we'll go
Let's
for
just
it.
continue. The thing is, now pause it. I'm just gonna start telling you what to do because you don't know what you're doing.
No,
Look at this. Look at the control that 100 Thieves. Can you zoom in on the map? Like something? Do something? Why are you drawing?
That's what I'm doing.
They have no space on the map anymore because finally they actually got something with the contacting that they were doing. They push boosted off the angle. Why are you fast forwarding through the entire thing, bro?
I've had enough. Let's see some actual gameplay.
What is this? Okay.
All right, let's see who's this
Yeah,
guy.
this is me. This is perfect. Yeah,
Interesting.
great. Come on.
Yeah? All right, let's see.
Where
what
did
we
you
got
get
here.
this clip, bro?
Right.
Yeah, okay, he's peeking
No,
top
I'm
mid.
too
Ego.
deep for this.
He's gonna get 2 kills. Easy clap. Smoke mid for your jet to fall back. Smoke me, yeah, perfect. Smokes mid for you.
And
What is
where's that
that?
smoke going?
That's a good smoke. That's a great TP.
Oh, it's a good smoke?
That's a
What the hell are you doing? Can we go back for a second?
That's a great
Can we go back?
TP.
Hold on.
This is the one clip you could find. It's not even
Good,
that bad.
really good
It's not
tech right
even
here.
That bad.
Oh, and this is why he can't get out of silver 3, everybody. What the hell is this
Bro,
gameplay?
This is high immortal.
And they have you on the telestrator breaking down
This is
Pro
high
Valorant.
immortal.
I mean, this is just, yeah, high immortal. High immortal TP coming up. Dude, I've had enough.
I gotta
Just
say,
saying,
I can't do this
if
anymore.
If that's high immortal, how is he in plat?
That's messed up. I'm not in plat. I'm in gold.
what was the point of the tape? It didn't seem to serve any purpose. I could hear every single word you were saying.
The purpose was
Wyatt.
disrespect. I think that's the
Tape?
purpose.
The tape, the Cloud9 were bad at, I mean, they just kept
I mean, the
contacting.
tape.
Oh, the tape.
Not the tape.
The tape.
The tape.
Right.
silly.
That was useless, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it would work. In movies and TV shows, it works a lot better. I don't know. Maybe you should just shut up.
The disrespect on this desk.
All right, well, you know what? We
Messed up, man.
we respect you, Wyatt. Don't worry about it. Now, we have to talk about one issue that won't go away for this team, and it seems like Cloud9 just can't win Map 1. Like, what was the last time we saw them win Map 1? It was like back in kickoffs against MIBR. Fine, that was it. Then, since then, they haven't been able to do so. Like, what's going on? Why? Are they just like trying to fill out the other team, or what is this?
They like to increase the spirit so that they can crush it further down the line. I don't know. Like, what do you want from me? They start slow. I think a lot of teams have this problem, and I think, especially when it's a team like Cloud9, who is a very flowy team, it's kind of easy for that to happen, right? Because you have to get warmed up, you have to get used to the calls, you have to get everybody involved and a little bit more active in a sense.
Maybe they're bad at winning the coin flips, so the other team just keeps getting their map first, and maybe they just keep getting their pick first. Step up the coin flip game. That might help.
But do they even do the? They don't even do the coin flip.
Well, they say.
Yeah, they say it. We don't see it. That's the thing. We don't see it.
That happens off cam,
but we've been negative Nancy's. Let's like we've talked about all of the negatives, but you know what? There is some positive on C9's side. Now, they already got through the roughest part of their schedule. Like playoffs kind of seems like it's very doable. Like they're going up against Furia and then MIBR, which I mean I don't have a crystal ball in front of me.
I mean, look at the rest of the games that they've already played, right? Like, they've gotten through the toughest of the tough, right, in the other group. So I'm not super concerned, no matter how they come out today. And even last week, I don't think that they came out I'm not saying that they came out bad by any means. This is a team that still is basically undefeated, other than that one game, right? This is a very good season so far for Cloud9, and it for sure should continue into playoffs unless drastic things happen, so not scared.
Yeah, well, let's move on to the other team, Furia. Now, with an 0-3 record, Furia is in a very tough spot. They can technically still qualify in the Omega group if they win out and get lucky. But, really, honestly, they have nothing to lose. I hate saying, if they get lucky. I don't know. I don't like the sound of that. Because this isn't a game about luck, really, is it? I mean, like, it's about skills, mostly.
Mostly. We would hope.
The luck.
That's the lie that we tell.
Hopefully I get lucky today.
I mean, you saw that clip. You saw the clip of me. That Valor is just random sometimes. It has nothing to do whether you can hit a TP or anything. No, honestly, we say they have nothing to lose, and in terms of split one, they have nothing to lose in a sense. But I do think that people are kind of underestimating the amount of value that you get from not only the points that you get from each match win, but also what it means for split two, because these guys, without a win in this, they have to without a win in the next two matches, they have to win out all of split two in order to have any chance at going to playoffs next time and champions, and that is the ultimate goal. So it's much more than just playoffs right now.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's send things over to Riv. I think he's standing by with MW0.
MW0, can I grab you for a moment? What's going on, man? So this is a must-win game. How hopeful is the team right now?
Vocês precisam ganhar hoje. Como é que tá o espírito do time para essa partida?
Eu acho que o espírito é tentar jogar melhor do que as últimas 3 partidas, né? A gente, obviamente, quer ganhar, mas a gente quer mostrar uma evolução durante o campeonato. Que até agora a gente ganhou um mapa só que, tipo, um jogo muito abaixo do nosso nível. Então a gente não tá pensando muito na vitória. Obviamente a gente quer, só que a gente tá pensando mais na evolução e apresentar o nosso jogo de verdade no campeonato.
Yeah, we're thinking more about the evolution, showing that we can develop and get better. I think we won just one map so far. So, of course, we want to go after this victory today, but what we want to show is really our, potential to evolve.
We can't wait to see it. Good luck today.
Are you seriously considering?
What?
We all decided we're going to do predictions coming out of this, and I'm looking at him thinking mad hard. I only got my answer down.
All of a sudden.
You already have yours down?
Yeah.
And I can kind of, I'm cheating. I saw what you put on there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got something to say?
I'm not,
say?
I will once you reveal it to everyone. But you know what? Yeah, let's just jump into predictions. What do we think we're going to see today? Who's going to win?
I don't know why suddenly in this moment when it's come to me.
You got like 20 seconds.
Well, then you go first.
All right. This has no meaning whatsoever, but like because this
Not
game
my
is,
analyst.
Kurt's not
my
even
analyst.
playing.
Unbelievable.
And they're going to win.
I don't know why. I guess,
Today.
whatever. I'll go C9, but for some reason, suddenly I have a feeling the Fury are going to win, and I can't explain it. It's just in the air. And
Well, you know what?
I don't know why.
Well, let's get the day started. Cloud9 versus Furia, NRG versus the Evil Geniuses. VCT Americas starts right now.
They don't have Luka though. Oh my gosh, Miles is jumping out! Right into his death!
Spike agora é num X1, fez metade, solta agora, ele estendeu! Vai, Manito!
I think Furia has looked pretty underwhelming so far, but I think they do have players that are capable of being very good. They have like nothing to lose. That's like always the scariest team to play, of course.
NZR de novo, ele clica em Spike, agora é num X1, fez metade, solta agora, ele estendeu! NZR garante pontinho!
A Cloud9 ela vem forte, né? Tá ganhando todos os confrontos aí dos times bons.
He gets two! The satchel in the face is Rudy claims the third!
A gente vai com certeza jogar para ganhar, porque a gente é um time muito competitivo e a gente vai trabalhar para isso, treinar bem e estar na mesma página.
I think NZR is really, really strong as a player. I believe he's their IGL now as well. Should be a good match, honestly. We haven't practiced them very much. In the scrims we have, they're very talented individually, so we need to have our guns ready, I guess.
E o que eu espero do jogo é que a gente consiga fazer o nosso jogo, porque a gente ainda não conseguiu atingir o nosso nível dentro do campeonato, coletivamente, individualmente, e vai ser um bom jogo contra eles.
Riot Games Arena. Vamos dar início aos jogos desse domingo. E eles ainda seguem vivos. Fúria!
And now, let's bring out their opponents, Cloud9!
This is the moment. Gotta one up my opponent. Back then they ain't noticed me, now they know it's me. I'm the chosen. It's my time, yeah. I put that on Bible. No excuses, gotta get to the final. Take all of my idols and turn them to rivals. It's all or nothing, man. The trophy is vital. Game time, bet I'm coming in clutch. No hang time, man. They can't keep up. The game's on the line, seconds on the time. Who can't fight? It's gotta be us. Better under pressure, go ahead and let it fall on me. I'm destined for it all. You better call on me. They say what doesn't kill you make you stronger. All that pain it done made me to a monster.
Well, the stakes are definitely high for Furia. You know, I feel like we keep harping on this whole, like, they have nothing to lose. But I feel like they still have something to prove.
I mean, yeah, and realistically, they do have a lot to lose. But also, they should be playing like they have nothing to lose at this point because they have 2 games left. If they're trying to make playoffs right now, of course, like you said, Ball, as well, wins here, they do matter for stage 2 when we get there as well. These standings are going to be relevant then. They're going to carry over. So this does matter a lot, but I want to see them play like they have nothing to lose and have some more fun, to be honest, because in the previous weeks, it just seems like they're getting so down on themselves, so mentally boomed out of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, too, this is a recent change still that they had going on, right, where they're bringing in some veteran leadership and trying to add some structure to the system that MW tried to build throughout the offseason. And I think, I think there is something to prove in that sense, right? It's the last 2 games of the season, first of which is Cloud9. So, yeah, they have an opportunity here to show the world what they've been working on in the past 2 weeks with Noswer coming in.
Yeah, and Noswer, speaking of which, he said in a post-match interview how, like, they really want to start playing without pressure. Like there's pressure, they got to shift their mentality. So hopefully we'll be seeing some of that today against C9.
Yeah, I totally agree. I was really excited to see Noswer come into this team way back when he was on Furia, when they were debuting on the international stage a couple of years ago. And I think his IGLing was one of the reasons that I was getting excited about that team way back when, and seeing him come in, I'm hoping for him to revitalize the structure of the team, bring in some leadership that they were lacking before. Hasn't panned out yet, but I do still trust him as a player in IGL. He's proved himself over the past couple of years.
Yeah, I think, though, when you think about pressure, right, trying to get the pressure down on the team, that's a different story for Noswer, who's definitely a proven, veteran in the scene. Whereas everybody else, right, you're thinking 2 years in a row we've been on this team, 2 years in a row we failed to make results. And I think that is weighing on them hard, because in the next split even, there's a possibility of them even going for more changes leading into Champ.
I mean, we keep talking about the pressure that's on Furia, but there's a lot on C9 right now, too. Yes, they have a good shot of making it into the playoffs. Yes, they are 3-1, and just by the strict numbers, not considering the teams they're playing against, they have a 56% chance right now. But in the minds of the viewers, in our minds, in their minds, they're going up against the two teams that are 0-3 right now to finish off their season, Furia, and then next week, MIBR. So they're coming into this with an expectation of this is ours to lose. And after a really bad game against 100 Thieves, I do think you have to question perhaps their mental resolve a bit. Or not question it, but rather it could be a detriment.
I mean, this is a team that Cloud9, all the iterations of this team have gone down to it and choked down the line, right? So I don't expect it to happen before playoffs, but still it could. And when you frame it like that about Fury, about MIBR, about their upcoming opponents, definitely I think that's something that weighs heavy on the minds of the players.
And we're going into Ascent right now, which is where Cloud9 just got smacked around by 100 Thieves last week. Of course, in that game, they started on attack, bad side on Ascent, and 100 Thieves got rolling. Now, because Furia picked it, trying to pick into a map they were bad on, C9 are going to have the opportunity to start on defense. The favorite side, maybe get things rolling early on.
And to me, that's an interesting choice from Furia, because every time you go against a team who just got battered on a map like that, that's one that you know that they're going to focus on to try to improve, to try to fix the mistakes. They have it fresh in their mind from last week.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, you know what? It's time for our first map of the day. So let's send things over to your casters. Here's Doug and Baby Bay.
Always a pleasure. Thank you so much, Dre. I think when you think about this match, you've got really a fascinating story from both sides. Cloud9 coming off of a loss that I don't think many people expected, right? Yeah. You have an opportunity to redeem yourself, to bounce back. But on the other side, you've got a team that hasn't won a series in almost a year. They've won one map, all split. I mean, there's not a whole lot to lose on one side, and it feels like there's a lot of pressure on the other side of the stage.
What interested me the most was that interview with MW0, where he's basically not even saying that they're trying to win the matches. He's like, we just want to show that we're playing a decent game, which is, I mean, I guess it's baby steps to get there, but that worries me, because I'm like, okay, they're not confident to win. Like, I feel like I'd be going into this series with the mentality that I'm going to upset potentially some teams, and this would be a great opportunity to do so, starting on the attacking side.
Such a tall order. Again, a team that has only won one map this year and have only won 2 maps since their last series win in May of 2023. I mean, it's been a while, bro.
Yeah, that's tough.
The Furia fans are desperate for any morsel or crumble of reason to be excited. So far, at least for this round, it seems like they've got a little bit of room. They've gotten out onto A, haven't committed onto the plant, but of course, Oxy gets the first. Conan has already fallen.
I don't get it. I don't get why he's solo jumping up, but MW there with the trade onto Oxy to even things out, and Zeppa snuck in here.
Slipped the net now, looking to find some space in the face of the members that are opposing him. Still has gone undetected with so much room to play around. Now as the smoke goes down, the kills go up. Khalil not able to hold the line as Vanity and Rooney keep him at bay. Noswer weak, Havoc still healthy. He gets the first. There's a lot to do for Vanity, and it will not happen. Furia get the pistol.
Wow. I got scared at first because Conan just looked like he just dry jumped up into heaven there. Yeah. Maybe he did a pop flash for himself. I just wasn't aware of it. But, I mean, that's a really risky play to be making and really no need to do that. But Furia did a great job having a crossfire from hell at main there. And once that main smoke went down, that was the opening for the players to get their kills. And Havoc hit a really nice shot on the Rooney there, who was, I think, the only one that was full in that scenario. So, I mean, this is really good for Furia to set the tempo, set the pace, and potentially get a map off of C9.
Or at least one step closer. Cloud9 not choosing to buy up, not giving a weapon to the hands of Oxy, as we've seen a number of times in the past. But it looks like he still wants to try to play fast. He was holding that angle right at the beginning. Gets pushed off.
And I already like the way that Furia is approaching this map in general. They're playing as a unit, but also having the KJ control the other side of the map.
Yeah.
And Havoc got so aggro there. He actually peeked out of the main.
Whoa. He still gets one.
Yeah, but that should be the cue for the rest of the Fury members to speed up onto this A site.
Oxy's tucked. He gets this one with the classic. It's all it'll be, but the site once again wide open. Coney pushing forward. A quick hit of the switch. And a couple of warning shots onto Cleo.
That was good damage there.
Yeah, it was.
Zeppa.
Now a brief moment to reset as Cloud9 think through how they want to approach this retake attempt. Moose is on the flank.
Oh, that's such a great flash. It hit both players on that side of sight.
I don't think Nalswar knows there's a flank behind him.
Oh, he's not aware at all.
Oh, time. Oh, he still turned on him with the Guardian. The Classic not able to really fight back there as Fury get their second.
That could have been honestly devastating for Furia. So Cloud9 have a good read on how Furia likes to play those scenarios in the post plant, and had they had the gun advantage in that situation, maybe they win this one. But a nice 180 right here. Ooh. Or 90-degree flick, I should say. That was beautiful. And if they can take this bonus round away from C9, yeah, they're looking at a great half already then. But I don't like that NZR doesn't have a gun. I mean, the guy just popped off hitting shots like that.
Wanting to get the snowball going. Furia creeping mid for the first time. You see Oxy playing in the smoke. Doesn't look like there's a flash setup or anything for him to peek on the other side of it. So if he does go, it would be dry.
Yeah, and this is just an A fake. The bomb is already leaning towards the B side of the map. It was all a set play from the start.
Vanity applying pressure. Oxy joining in on it. Paranoia's traded. Now they reset. A rotation towards B. Moose is the only one here. Yeah, you've got Oxy and Rooney who are close by, but if it's a foot race, they're not winning it. Smoke will keep him at bay. Oxy just walks out of the smoke and destroys Havoc.
He solo ran out of that smoke with 1 HP.
Khalil creeping onto Vanity and not finding any success. They're both weak. Flash.
That was a wallbang kill.
Yeah, flash in the face. Zeppa holding the line with one. Number still in favor of Cloud9. The defense starting to rotate back over. Oxy and Rooney both weak. And MW with much to do. He's got the spike too, and he's tucked in hell. They're separated. Thrown apart. Now 13 seconds left. Committing to the spike plant. Remember, you have two members who are very weak. The first one falls, the second is traded. Nalswar into 1v2. Healthy. Didn't have a gun before, but has one now. He's taking a little bit of a tag. They're just waiting for him to swing this out. I love how Cloud9 are playing this. They're forcing Nalswar to make a mistake. And holy smokes, the first shots are clean.
That was sick.
Rooney in a clutch situation. 19 HP. The narrowest of margins. Switch to the ghost. He trades it back. Lands the shots on Rooney, and the bonus goes away of Furia.
Thank you.
They're setting themselves up for success right now. Winning that bonus, that's a huge snowball, and C9 look like they just can't get their footing yet in this map. And I wonder if they're starting to doubt themselves based off of how they played in the last match against 100 Thieves.
One enemy remaining.
It's still really early on in this series, though.
Enemy remaining.
I would not be counting them out whatsoever. I really like how Furia have been approaching these rounds, even in that last round. but I'm still seeing a little bit of confusion amongst the team. Because even in that last round, the spacing, now Zira again alone.
Oxy taking faces. 2 clean shots with the Sheriff. And just like that, a little bit of hope injected into the round. But is it going to dwindle away, or will it hold? Oxy dashing forward with the blades, finds Conan. I don't think he ever saw him, but Khalil plucks him out of the sky.
Oh my gosh.
The spike is well out of reach now. It's sitting back in spawn. Will they try to get a couple kills here and then reset? They found the first. Rooney tucked. Vanity gone hunting, looking for a weapon. Ah, they're going to get away with this. Vanity upgrades a weapon. The Paranoia leading the way. Looked like Nasr got tagged, but it doesn't matter. Khalil gets his third on the round. Furia up 4-0 early.
Yeah, that Nasr is a freak right now. He really wants this win, I can tell. He hasn't even died yet. Yeah, he hasn't even died yet. Now he has that Hunter's Fury online.
Wait, the second one was full blind?
Full blind?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, what's Havoc supposed to do there? There's nothing he can do.
Whatever, bro.
But what's so impressive is that Furia actually came back into that round.
Yeah.
They worked together to fish out the players onto the actual B site.
Oxy got 3 kills that round, and I think you saw 1 person.
Yeah.
That's just silly. But you're right, Nasr has been nuts. In the smoke. Vanity trying to catch the timing. MW puts one between his eyes. And Rooney again is stuck in this miserable spot where he has to hold the site by himself. Shocks and drones looking for him. Trying to find him and tag him. Rooney's on the swing. Taking a fair bit of damage and finally falls. And as they try to funnel out behind it, thinking they have a little bit of space, they're just walking into a brick wall.
Spike planted.
Moose in a 1v3. They're all healthy. They all have ults. They're double facing well. This is a fresh look for Furia.
And I know Sentinels is somewhere watching this game, praying to the Valorant gods, praying to Furia to do the unthinkable. And the attack Odin, this is huge. Saving the dart for backside there as well, to be able to get that spam in the first place.
And he's played back for almost every round.
Let's go, guys. That's fine.
It's fine. We might need to pause.
I think they might. And sure enough, that's exactly what they do. So a timeout has been called. Furia up 5-0. Ults online for Furia. They have guns, they've got money, they've got really everything they could possibly want.
Yeah, they have a real good chance here to use their ultimates to snowball the rest of this half. But 5 rounds on attack is insane already, for Ascent especially. But they need a bigger buffer than that. We've seen Furia give up leads before. Whether that's in the actual series that they play or in the actual score itself. And they came here swinging. Yeah, and I liked how they've been playing. Like, they're playing together. They're actually getting trades. They're still a little bit discombobulated when the actual hit comes in. I noticed their scaling isn't really on point. But so far, C9 have not been able to punish it to the most that they could.
Yeah, so I thought this was going to be one of the good timeouts, one of the tactical timeouts where we're quick back into the action. There's a strategic reason for this, but lo and behold, that's not the case. We've got a tech pause gear. So as soon as we know what's going on, we'll keep you all informed. But for now, that is the cause for the delay.
Yeah, I think it has to have something to do with Rooney. You heard him there at the end. He was like, I think we might need to pause. So maybe something wrong with his setup.
I'm being told that it's an audio issue. So again, we'll get this squared out. We'll get this fixed and we'll get back into the action. Furia just rolling Cloud9 right now. It feels a little reminiscent, to be honest, of the Cloud9 that we saw. What was this? It was only like, what, 4 days ago?
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, they got dismantled completely by 100 Thieves.
On this map.
But they actually did really well on the defensive side, C9. It was the attack where they lacked. They only won 1 round, I think.
Yeah, it was tragic.
So this is something new. You know, like C9, even in that 100 Thieves game, they strung together like 6 rounds, made an attempt of a comeback.
Fake
but ultimately,
comeback.
yeah, I mean, you're not coming back from an 11-1 on Ascent.
No. Fake comeback's ever the issue.
and they just have to stop the bleeding. Maybe this tech pause could be the key factor in stopping that bleeding.
Yeah,
And
just a change of
bringing
momentum.
some rounds together, getting some momentum for the attacking side, because Vanity, although he got shut down by 100 Thieves with his calling the last time they played, he usually tends to be a really good attack side caller.
Yeah, agreed.
So I think if they can bring this back to even a 6-6, I think that would be more than ideal after being down 5-0. And they can do it. Oxy, he's slowly but surely warming up.
I mean, he started the map with the opener, right? He's landed a couple of pretty crispy shots with the Sheriff, so you're right. I would have to agree with that. I think, again, we've got to kind of set the stakes for what's going on here, because Sentinels are impacted by this. Furia obviously are impacted by this too. Like, things get a little bit hairier if Cloud9's not able to pull this off. The picture for the playoff race gets really muddy depending on how the series plays out.
Yeah, and if you're Cloud9 going into this, you know, you really do feel like you played the stronger teams already. So, going into this, you might have been slacking off a little bit, underestimating Furia, perhaps. I mean, this team hasn't won a single game. And then after this, they have MIBR, another team who hasn't won a single game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, no team truly overlook anybody in this league, but you know that they went into this feeling really confident, and they probably didn't expect this.
Well, no, absolutely.
5-0 to be happening.
No, even given the nature of Ascent and how swingy it can be, or has been in the past. Obviously, as you all can tell on your screens, we're not really any closer to getting this issue rectified. Rooney doesn't even have his in-ears in. So, yeah, still might be a bit, but alas, the best people in the world are on the job. We'll get it fixed, and we will continue this voyage. But for now, Furia up big, Cloud9 still struggling a little bit. Again, still showing signs of what we saw against 100 Thieves. Remember, you mentioned it. Bang teed off.
Yeah, you went crazy
on them, and really everything was going right. And it almost feels like just like a continuation of that last map. It feels like one beating that's just kind of been blurred together.
Yeah, and they're playing the early rounds really well, in my opinion. I mean, other than, you know, Vanity getting outshot there in that previous round when he had the judge. He probably could have killed MW Zera in that scenario. Other than that, I feel like they've had a good read on the early rounds. It's just when the retake is coming in, they're missing key utility. Like, for example, that pistol round, it all went sideways once that A main smoke dropped.
Right.
And we had players just in the open for Cloud9 getting shot from the people in A main as they're looking hell.
Right.
So it's small little things like that, not being aware that that smoke is fading at the right time, not being aware that you're exposed to the players from A main, that made the difference so far in this series.
Good news, my good people. I'm seeing fist bumps. That's often a good sign. I believe we're getting back into the action very, very shortly, unless I'm going to jinx us. And we're going to do this for a little bit longer.
That's my job.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't even have those powers. Beating the allegations of cursing. I am being told that now we're on a good timeout. We're on tactical timeout. So a little bit of a prolonged pause. But it seems like all the audio issues have been fixed. The teams are chatting once more. And the game is afoot. I think for Cloud9, Dre, what are your thoughts on some adjustments that you're looking for? What is there anything that has stood out that's like a #1 thing that needs to change?
I would say just don't freak out. Don't let it slip away. Make sure the team mental is still good. And if they can get a read on the actual game plan of what Furia is doing, the first 3 rounds for Furia were all towards the A side. The next 2 were towards B. So it's kind of just, you know, they're going A, then they're going B. So if they do read into it, perhaps they play for A main control or take B main control and play retake on the other side, and just make sure that they have all the small utility dialed in on, and they do it together. They need to create chaos for Oxy to thrive in these retake scenarios.
That's tough though, man, because they haven't thrived in any of the chaos. It's been Furia who've been able to kind of like rise above it, and keep a head on straight.
As they should. I mean, they haven't won a match. They've only won 1 map.
Yeah.
In this entire stage, so they should be hungry, wanting to get their first win. And there's really no pressure on them either to do so.
Yeah, nothing to lose. It's been dark days for Furia, but it seems like a ray of sunshine is starting to peek through.
So again, since they went B the last 2 rounds, you're seeing the KO knife there to feint that they're there. And Havoc taking control of that B side as well. If there was a KJ turret there, he would have broken it.
Take flight.
Noswor's drone clearing the way. Havoc again, causing problems and attempting to manipulate rotations.
Somebody needs to trade with MW0 here. Surely he's not entering with an off. But they're just feinting it. They're going to go back again.
But they haven't really gotten any space anywhere else. It's not like they have a ton of advantage B, and this feels no safer, really.
Are they going to go up cat right here?
Yeah, they might.
They should have a good idea that the KJ is playing on the A side of the map, because Havoc did not see any KJ utility towards that B. And I think that's why you're seeing this mid to B split that's about to unfold right before our very eyes.
Zeppo's jump spotting mid the entire time. The knife only tagging Havoc, so they have to know it's a split. The blade's online. MW looking to go forward. Still has an op in hand, by the way. Got to be cautious about that. Havoc getting the best of Oxy. And the kills continue to go the way of the attack side.
I can't believe he pushed the CT smoke. What a maniac.
Vanity repositioning, playing back side. Still has that judge in hand. Spam not going his way with 13 seconds left. Vanity with so much to do, and he just gets peppered.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
And everything going the way of Furia.
MW, 1 HP to his name. I wanted him to swap off the op. I didn't realize he would invest the jet knives into this round, but he was really good to do so. And pushing that CT smoke, that was such a risky play.
Oh, wow.
But when you're feeling it like this,
you got to feed the hot hand, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
1 HP dashes into Moose. That's a statement right there. He's confident.
Yeah. He had plenty of insurance around him, too, so that certainly helps. Cloud9 back on guns. Oxy with an op in hand.
It's so cool how Furia have played some of these rounds on attack. They had an attack Odin one of the times. Now you see the attack op for the second round in a row. And this makes it so hard for the defenders to want to peek for info. Wow.
Why? That is not something that you're used to seeing. It's not something you'd expect.
That was a super fast swing. But Havoc just walked straight into that smoke.
You may be feeling it a little bit too much there. But they're gonna try to hit out onto this A site. Conan using his ult. Knife just got back online. Moose tucked in hell, looking to play spoiler. The first fall, spotting the barrel of the second, and Conan double steps on him and drops him. Khalil, ooh, it's Rooney getting the best of him
so
there.
Close.
Noswar once again with a lot to do. Rooney weak. Vanity now rotating over.
Last player standing.
Plenty of health. Noswar has won one of these already. And the opportunity to do it once more. With the paranoia in his face. The door broken open. And Rooney repositioning. Just a bait, just a threat, just a swing. The first falls. Is he expecting the second to come from the same spot? The bullet betrays him. Now Noswar with 10 seconds left, still considering taking the fight. The dart to buy some time, and he takes a swing anyway. Doesn't commit to the play, and he gets the shots on Vanity anyway. Disaster once more, and a Red Bull clutch for Furia.
Vanity talked about it in his interview.
Nothing to lose.
Nauser is insane, he said. He said he's really mechanically talented. Nice 1v2. The spacing, not quite there for C9 on these retakes. And that peak from Havoc, the entry onto Oxy. Oxy was not ready. You were 100% correct. Oh my gosh.
Nothing to lose. You're seeing it in the way they're playing. You're seeing the way Havoc is swinging. Noswar's playing a little bit more loose.
I mean, it's so freaky when you give a team that has nothing to lose confidence. I mean, they're so ahead right now. And they're not taking many risks in the beginning of the round.
No, dude, they
that one smoke in the choke comes out or a molly comes out and they just delay.
They just got Zeppa's ult out for very little.
Yeah.
A smoke and a knife and a dart, or I mean, refreshable utility. They've been able to get away with this. But Oxy, once they know?
How do they know?
Did they see him?
No, I think they have a hunch that someone's there, but...
Oh, the hunch is confirmed now.
Down, B.
One is all little B.
You should run.
That's the cue for MW to walk into site. He should win this. And I wonder if they come back cat now. They already are.
He's got to take a lot of space here for this to feel secure.
Yeah, all he needs to do right now is just hold an off angle onto heaven.
Oh, of course he's pushing.
He's going really deep, though.
30
This should
seconds
be red by Zeppa. There it is. A little bit of an overheat there.
But they still have the space. They've managed to get the spike down. The problem is Cloud9 have been able to upgrade a weapon. And they already had some.
There is a flash available from Zeppa. But this knife will get max info and delay the retake.
And now the paranoia, too. They're playing it so well.
This is such a good reposition from Conan.
I mean, the clock is ticking. If they're going to go, they have to go now. Zeppa jumps into his death. Moves his left in a 1v2. He's gotten it down to 1, but the trip runs dry. Tragedy ensues once more.
Cover going on.
Just when it looked like Moose was going to be a savior for Cloud9.
One in the chamber. It's these moments, these 3v3s with the retake. C9 just can't get the correct trades. And honestly, Furia are doing a really good job in these situations too.
Yeah.
Conan repositioning there into hell, and then having somebody wrap around off of contact from Havoc in the main. I mean, this is nice play right now from Furia. Even going back, the heads-up awareness to deposit MW in the beginning of that round. Fake the KJ ult.
Cover going out.
This is really good stuff from Furia.
Trying to bait into this fight, not knowing that Zeppa's there with Vanity.
They're opting not to re-one-way right away. Will come out now, though.
A knife tagging 2.
What do they use here?
I mean, they've
out of the side of Furia. Beautiful pop flash. And the molly to clear health.
They know, though. They know.
Oh,
but
man.
MW still gets one. This has gone so sideways for Cloud9 so quickly.
MW was full blind there, but he understood that there's not many ways for Vanity to get out in that spot, so all he needed to do was just peek out and pre-fire. That's what you saw him doing there, and he got the kill for free. Oh, I love this play. C9 is good to stay off of that dagger. Most teams would rotate after that hit nobody.
MW spotted.
30 seconds
See the couple of cloud bursts. The flash is there. Oxy getting the kill onto the jet. How much more can they find? Zeppa's playing up close with nothing but 2 HP. Chooses to take the fight. But Khalil on the trade. 10 HP. He's gotten up on the site. The spike not in hand. Havoc the only one close by. As the time runs lower and lower. There's still much to do here. Oxy with the classic looking.
Spike planted.
Seeing if he can find anything with the op in his back pocket.
Just creeping out right now.
Hold this one right beneath him. Dude, not again. Another one. Khalil with 3.
No charges.
It's the same things, these 2v2s, these weird scenarios that C9 are being put in. They just can't come out on top.
Dude, you were right. Full blind. There's really not many places to go.
Exactly. Finally, when we thought C9 was going to win a round. The trades are too good, and in this round, Khalil was so insane. Even before this, to have the gall to Omen TP back Gen while there's still players on site and Opera in heaven. I mean, that's a crazy play. That's a crazy play.
And that's the second timeout called by Cloud9. So from this point forward, they'll be going without their coach as they try to figure out how to stop this outrageous display from Furia.
I mean, this feels just like the 100 Thieves series that we casted. It's Oxy at the top and everybody else is extremely quiet. It makes you wonder, maybe Oxy needs to be put in more spots where he's able to bait his team on these retakes. Maybe he can be the one that can close out a round in those scenarios. And in that last round, he did his job, bro. He posted up on that Gen area the whole time, ended up getting a kill on the swing. Khalil with that reposition, it was just too strong.
A lighter buy here, 3 stingers.
Placing swarm grenade.
And they haven't been able to plug a single hole. I mean, Fury have just had their way with them. Maybe this is where they can do something, though. They feel like they have a decent read as to what's going on.
Another KO on the B hit.
And MW pushing aggressively. Moose waiting for him on the other side. Rooney separated by the door, having to wait things out for just a moment. They're not playing backside here. Remember, we've seen that a lot of rounds, but this time they just want to fight for the retake.
Spike planted.
And a confident Furia now.
Khalil's gonna get flashed, surely. Yeah, there it is, the paranoia, understanding there's probably somebody holding B main, but he sidesteps it. And Rooney has no shot at winning that fight there. Finally, Khalil falls. So Spike's been going off for a little bit here. You see all three members of Furia huddled out onto the site. Excuse me, Nazar is the one who was up and he gets two.
Gosh.
I feel like we've had a couple of maps like this where it feels like the team is just getting absolutely dismantled. Complete obliteration from top to bottom, but Dre, had you told me that it was going to be happening on this map, I didn't think it'd be in favor of Furia. I thought it'd be the other way around.
I don't want to speak. And you know
Yep.
And you know why.
Don't.
But this is a very confident Furia. And what amazed me in this actual site was they got the scaling down perfectly this time. Other rounds, there was no trade onto MW. This time they all flooded in. They understood what they should do. There's no doubt, no hesitation in their mind.
Meanwhile, there's seemingly nothing but doubt and hesitation in the minds of Cloud9. The other side of the stage with so many questions and a staggering lack of answers. MW dashing up top. The flash is perfect. Oxy can't hold the line. And it's on MW to wreak havoc. This time, Moose playing backside, though, able to drop the duelist. The knife going to delay things so much more at the hands of Zeppa. But now, where do they go from here? Do they commit?
There's your answer right there. They do not like what they see. Of course, just as I say, I thought they fixed their scaling. They sat in the main again.
Yeah.
Seems like MW's on an island and it's like, okay, buddy, good luck.
Yeah, go get him.
Good luck over there. I mean, he dashed over site and still nobody came out of the choke from Furia.
Yeah. And he dashed over the site. He got all the way up to steps.
He ran the stairs?
Yeah.
Where's the help? I mean, it's been working so far, though, so.
If it ain't broke. And to be fair, Cloud9 did do a really good job of trying to keep that push at bay.
And Havoc. Surely he knows.
Every single fight has been going the way of Furia. Is this another instance? They draw the paranoia out. My goodness.
Gosh.
Again, a foot race towards A. But Furia seemed to be a step ahead. Oxy's going to be on the flank with an op.
And there's no KJ utility on this flank.
If Nazar plays off, he's got his ult online.
He's going to peek right into Oxy. Again, another whiff shot from Oxy.
Reckless abandon in these fights. Nothing to lose and everything to gain. 3 from Cloud9 playing up in heaven. You see the utility setup, the dart, the flash, Conan holding the line. The first found the second. Make that 3. Nothing going the way of Cloud9. Sometimes you play Valorant, and other times Valorant plays you, man.
It's tough. This is so hard for Cloud9. And I feel for Oxy right now. He's trying to get aggro. He's trying to find these early kills.
Last round.
In that round, he took control of all of mid to the point where he even flanked. But Furia, in these rounds, have been deathballing in the beginning, util bombing the choke, so if he is there, they get him off the angle, and that spray down was absolutely disgusting.
The last bullet was a headshot onto Zeppa. He had been spraying the whole time. Again, man, sometimes things just go your way.
And what a weird off angle. You don't expect that.
No.
This is good for Moose, getting a little off angle off of this turret. And Oxy again taking all of the mid real estate. This time with support from his team. But he looks away for a second and he gets one tap.
That felt like the first time.
Oh!
Another. They continue to go aggressive. Moose and Rooney, they're going to be sitting on the other side of the map. Furia read into the fact that the majority of the aggression came from A. Another kill.
Flawless to end the half. A flawless half. 12-0.
Switching sides.
The first time this has happened this year.
Their winter has come.
Usually I jinx it around 9-10 rounds.
I mean, you might have just.
We're getting somewhere.
Are we the problem?
This is crazy. I mean, you can't make it up.
No.
I'm gonna be honest, I was memeing backstage. A 2-0 for Furia. It's not that much of a meme anymore.
No.
How do you bounce back if you're Cloud9?
We'll let the desk answer that one. Akeem, take it away.
OMG.
The expected result.
The expected result?
Simply the expected
Furia.
result. Nothing crazy occurring.
Cooking.
Yeah.
Cooking. This is unbelievable. Like, Wyatt, I mean, like, we saw so many pop-off moments, especially from Nasr. What is going on? How do you break this down?
They win the pistol round. I don't want to overreact, but I'm a little bit excited. But then when they win the bonus, all of a sudden, now we're kind of rolling. I mean, they were just winning out all of the crucial late rounds over and over, whether it was the Nasr clutches. I mean, this was just madness. Like, after this round as well, there was, this was the crucial bonus round that they won. Where,
right?
Yeah, I mean, again, there was a decent amount of first kills for C9. And then in the late rounds, Nas was clutching up. They're winning 2v4s where C9 are throwing away little advantages.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the most ridiculous half. This is a tax side ascent that just got 12-0'd. Like, that is crazy. So yeah, credit to Furia. They are playing incredible. I mean, everybody's hitting the shots that they need to be. MW Zera included, even though in some instances, like, he's going a little way ahead of his team and his team needs to back him up. But, I mean, Cloud9 as well, they're kind of hitting these situations, especially in this clutch. I was very disappointed with the way Vanity played it, with the paranoia early before the plant is even going down, when he could have wasted so much time and bought the ability for him to 2v1 Nasr pretty easily here. Instead, like, just ringing around the rosy, and it leads to this. Nasr is killing them.
Yeah, he's playing insane. I mean, everyone has had their moments stepping up. Khalil is stepping up. And again, it's just these late rounds. The way that the Furia players are playing off of each other in those situations, really nice. I mean, they're setting up great crossfires when the retakes are coming in. They're swinging off of each other at the right times. It's just so nice from them right now. I mean, they're doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, well, there definitely was a mentality shift for all of Furia. We're going to send things back over to our casters, Doug and Baby Bay.
Thank you so much, Akeem. Yeah, Cloud9 are flirting with the record here that it's not company they necessarily want to be a part of. The last time there was an 0-13, it was Loud against EG. EG was on the receiving end of it, and of course they went on to become world champs. So ultimately, you know, whatever. But it is interesting to note, Furia have been on the receiving end of every single, like, really bad stomp this split. They're the ones who are getting 13-3, 13-2, and now, I mean,
everyone's stepping up.
Yeah,
Look and you scoreline.
You see it. It's there. It's brutal. Cloud9 must win pistol.
This stage has been so ridiculous.
They've gotten out onto the site. A 5v5 retake to keep the 13-0 dream alive. And they've already gotten an opener.
That helps.
And
all you need to do is win one. And Oxy might get timing to the max.
Spotting the first. MW has Ghost and half armor. Oh, there's nowhere to go. He falls, but MW weak. Conan not much better off.
This dart.
Revealing area.
No one there to break it right away. Attacks 4.
He's just not really able to do any damage with Classic from that distance. They know where he is. 3v3. Time is so short. I don't think it's going to happen. Cloud9, they get around.
Feels good, man, if you're Cloud9. But still, man, we wanted the 13-0. Everyone wanted it. Not happening yet.
The Cloud9 fans in the crowd went wild after that one. Just brutal.
Yeah.
They were so decisive in their hit. I mean, the truth is, they played the pistol well, right? They were super decisive in it. Zep was scaled out. They applied pressure into spawn. It was great.
Let me grab a pistol real quick.
What's funny is we normally see that when Oxy's like dropping 30 and you know he's getting 3K after 3K.
Sometimes it's just like that when you're down 12-0.
Yeah.
I mean, the feeling you get from not being 13-0 is great. Oxy actually gets tagged up through the drone.
Oh, Khalil's gone unchecked.
Oh, no.
My brother. Not like this.
Oh, no.
Not like this. Traded back. 3 sheriffs left for the defense. This would be, if Furia are able to pull this off, the largest margin win we've had this stage.
Yeah. And they're gambling that it's not going to be an A hit. And they're wise to do so. No one from Furia is here to see that the door is smoked. And that is so important because had somebody been playing Garden and seen that, they'd be worried about people walking out into A site. But nobody's there, and instead you have a B main trap. And when you're up 12-1 like this, you can afford to gamble just like they did on pistol round. Had C9 ran into that 4-man A stack, they probably would have lost the round.
Oh gosh, they're gonna walk into this, aren't they?
30 seconds left.
Yeah.
It's
They
gonna
do
happen,
have
isn't
gun
it?
advantage.
No, it's not. That's a big one. MW falling. Nazar having to give the space up.
Standing.
Oh my gosh! Well, Cloud9 got their second. Yeah.
Scary.
Okay. Sure.
And like I was speaking about earlier, like Furia can afford to, in this half, gamble a site every single round if they want to, because all they need is 1 round.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, all you need to do is use your ults to win a round. There's just so many win cons for them in this series. Or in this map, I should say.
All right.
Really risky there.
Yeah. And Cloud9 will pounce. They will punish. They still haven't been able to work their way out of main, though. That smoke proving to be a problem. This fan coming through. Not connecting yet.
What?
Whoa, that was bold. And now Oxy with the dash. Primed and at the ready. Lets it expire.
Okay, your wall invested.
I guess when you want to be sure, you gotta be sure. Having left in what will presumably become a 1v3. He has no utility. They know where he is. Light armor. He's gotten it down to 2.
Spike planted.
Havoc has gotten it down to 1. The drop of the turret. Vanity on the other side. Played spoiler before, but not this time. Oh, that is something else. Furia destroy Cloud9. 13-2. Yeah.
The Valorant gods are blessing
Sen City on top,
or
bro.
playing with the hearts of Sen City.
We'll find out here in a moment. That might have been the fastest game we've had so far. Currently, the record in stage 1 is 86 minutes, and this may have broken that.
56 minutes, Doug.
Oh yeah, you're right. It couldn't be 86. That's way too long.
Oxy,
I'm finding out.
Oxy did his thing. 5 first bloods. Yeah, he went -2, but this was just like the 100 Thieves game lost. It was so similar this time, though starting on the defensive side, which shocked me. But NZR had some really, really big moments in these clutch scenarios. And Cloud9 just could not close out any of these retakes, whether it was the 2v2s, the 3v3s.
Havoc had insane moments. Everybody from Furia contributing. We're going to throw it to a break and let that become a distant memory. Lotus on the other side. We'll be right back.
Excuse me, would you mind taking a picture of us?
Oh, no problem.
Thanks.
Ooh, yes, problem. You need Verizon. Trade in that old thing and get a new iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage, so you can take all the pics. So many selfies.
A preposterous amount of panos!
That means panoramic.
And as many portraits of me as your heart desires.
How about none?
None feels right.
Trade in any iPhone in any condition and get iPhone 15 Pro on us. Only on Verizon.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Stevie Wonder.